You on video right now?
Yeah.
All right, it's Jamie Sanderson, the culinary encourager, right? Here at Gusto Seafood, we're gonna go scale some fish. Adam, just put them in this box. Okay. You actually get to see me with my hat backwards. I'm all aproned up. Get my gloves on. Here with Adam. Cool place here. Kind of brings me back to the docks of Murrells Inlet, so this is gonna be pretty fun. I can't wait. Good stuff. Let me get with Adam. All right, I'm ready, sir. Let's do it.
All right, so we got whole brands in here. We're making scaling. We're here for a restaurant called Chipola. Basically what we do is we can offer kind of, basically us is almost like a prep kitchen for these chefs where we can prep the fillets in a certain way for how they want to cook and plate it.
Yeah.
So for Chipola, I don't know if you've had their Ronzini, but they do a whole Ronzini butterfly. So we prep the fillets exactly how they have it and roll it up and use the presentation. So what we got here is whole branzini.
Okay.
These are going to be 600 to 800 grams.
Ooh, wow.
Really good aging, really good fish for plating the whole fish. You know?
Mm-hmm.
So that's why a lot of customers will really like the branzini here.
Nice.
I'll turn down the copyrighted music. All right. So what I first do is kind of get myself set up. By getting all my fish ready. And so you know about fish, biggest thing that when you start out here is like going to grab fish, it's easy to forget the spines will will really, really hurt. Because there's a lot of bacteria in there. It'll get under your skin, they're barbed, they're like micro barbs, you know, so they'll get in there and they'll just be a pain, you know. So that's the biggest thing is just really understanding that it's like this is a good direction to touch a fish, this is a bad direction.
Right.
You know, and being aware when there's a pile of fish, not to grab too hard because then, you know, so many times I've spined myself from the one underneath the one I'm grabbing, you know. So
you're not all universally laying down.
Yeah, and that's why when we put them in the coffins, we try and put all the tails the same way, you know, so that you can kind of trust grabbing in there a little bit more.
That's good information.
All right, so these are our branzini.
All right.
And so what we're going to be doing again, for any fish that is going to have its skin on while it's cooked, we scale.
Yeah.
If it's going to be skin off, we don't scale it because then it's just wasted effort because we're just taking all the skin off the fillet anyway.
Right.
So, because you can still fillet a fish with its scales on, but if they want fillets where a lot of people like to cook with the skin on, you know, for aesthetic reasons or whatever. So having it scaled, again, it's taking the dirty work out of their kitchen, you know, even because a lot of sushi restaurants and everything will buy whole fish and we'll still scale it for them so that they're not dealing with the scales in their kitchen.
Right.
So these are our rotary scalers.
Okay.
So they will like munch you pretty bad if you touch that, so don't touch that.
Yeah.
I don't know if you use like a Dremel or whatever,
I have.
but it's the same concept, you know. It's going to be spinning to where you want to have tails that way, scales, because you think about the scales, you want to be able to have it spin and get up under those and knock them off, you know, so it just makes it pretty brain dead. Yeah. Just run it over like that. But you can see it's still, the biggest thing is this becomes fatiguing on the arm, you know, moving around, but it makes it a lot faster scaling a fish.
Yep.
So yeah, if you want to, and then what I do, you know, you'll notice the scale build up, so we just close that down.
Sure.
We also fill the bucket to kind of get it into the fish. Yeah, so basically, tails facing that way. I like to start and split the fish, again, with like a production line. I like to have the fish the same direction every time when I start, so that I know this side done first, then this side, and there's no question if it's like this, it's done.
Right,
you know?
I got you.
But sometimes with these scales, it can be like, wait, is the scale on? You know, so I try to also like keep my own scale here, the scale on this side, you know, just little things to kind of, that way if you step away, someone else can come over and it's pretty clear what your situation is, you know, if they need to step in.
Sure. All right.
So yeah, if you want to hop into it, basically,
Yeah, I'd love to.
you're gonna, here, I'll put you at this one. This one's a little easier. So stand here.
All right.
And you want to start to fish like that.
Yep.
And then you get this in your hand.
All right.
You're right-handed?
I can eat or.
All right, there we go. Yeah, it's going to be easier on this side. Yeah, so you can see that's the hardest, the most workout part is dealing with that.
Yep.
And so then we turn it on right here.
Okay.
And so you just keep your, this is not meat. So if you
Right.
think about, this is all, we need to really ensure that this doesn't get messed up.
Yes.
So we keep our hand on the head because
Okay.
there's nothing that we're selling right there.
Right.
And you can be, you know, I use, on bigger fish, I hold by the eyes a lot as I'm scaling because it's just a good grip. And again, you don't want to hold here too because then you risk spining yourself, like I said.
Yep.
So just pressure down, keeping it on, and you'll see it'll want to move around a little bit. And so the biggest thing with scaling is you're thinking about, so obviously getting it all off the meat, but then you want to think about where are the butchers going to be cutting in, and you want to make sure this is where we start here and down here, and you want to really make sure you scale those parts too, so that that makes that butcher's job easier. Beautiful. And yeah, like you don't have to worry about the spines because again, that's something that we're getting rid of.
Yep.
But yeah, it looks great.
What do you think? I passed?
You passed.
Wow. Look at that. First time using one of these.